It's Friday, October 10th. In the headlines, Claudette Thompson appointed Director of Public Prosecutions. Government to develop program to strengthen Jamaica's contractors' bidding capacity. It's World Mental Health Day. The Bellevue Hospital is continuing its push to promote mental health awareness. In business news, investors urged to consider options with maturing government bond. Regionally, Guyana launches national early warning system to combat emerging drug threats. And in sports, Jamaican sprint legend Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price to be crowned by Serena Williams at Athlos NYC event. This is the Weekend News on PBC Jamaica. I'm Simone Absalom Gale. Claudette A. Thompson has been appointed Jamaica's new Director of Public Prosecutions. Ms. Thompson, who had been acting in the post since last month, following the departure of King's Counsel Paula Llewellyn, is expected to officially assume the role on Monday. Born on May 27, 1975, Ms. Thompson began her legal career as a clerk of the court in St. Anne in 2004. She later joined the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions in 2007 as an assistant Crown Counsel. Over the years, she has built extensive experience handling complex prosecutions in the parish courts, Supreme Court, and the Court of Appeal. The government is moving to develop a special program aimed at strengthening the capacity of local contractors to competitively bid for and deliver larger projects. Minister without portfolio in the Office of the Prime Minister with responsibility for efficiency, innovation, and digital transformation, Ambassador Audrey Marks, will lead the implementation of the initiative. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness outlined aspects of the program during the Office of the Prime Minister's Strategic Planning Review at the AC Marriott Hotel in New Kingston on Thursday. He says the initiative is designed to build a pool of enterprise-level contractors capable of managing critical national projects, noting that the efficiency of government project execution depends heavily on contractor effectiveness. The Prime Minister notes that consultations will be undertaken to shape the program and that revisions to the existing procurement rules may be necessary to better support local firms. Today, October 10, is World Mental Health Day. The day and the whole month is dedicated to promoting understanding, reducing stigma, and encouraging open conversations about mental well-being. Health officials and advocacy groups are using the month to remind the public that mental health is just as important as physical health, and that support is available for those who need it. The Bellevue Hospital in Jamaica is contributing to the cause and raising awareness.
Bellevue Hospital is continuing its push to promote mental health awareness, this time focusing on its staff. On Wednesday, the hospital hosted a special mental health awareness event designed to support employees and help break the stigma surrounding mental illness. Public Relations Manager Rasheem Masters says the initiative was designed to remind employees that caring for others starts with caring for themselves.
So today is our Staff Wellness Day here at Bellevue Hospital. It is Mental Health Awareness Month, and this week specifically is Mental Health Awareness Week. October 10th, which is Friday, is celebrated as World Mental Health Day. So today we are reminding our staff that their mental health matters too, and this is just an opportunity opportunity for them to take a break, pause, and focus on themselves. We have over 600 staff members here, and they give so much of themselves each day to care for Jamaica's most vulnerable group. So this is just an opportunity for them to focus on themselves. We want to also remind them that mental health is an holistic approach. It takes more than just focusing on your mind. You have to focus on your mind, body, and soul. So today we have presentations from the Jamaica Fire Brigade, Emergency Response Team. We also have breast examinations, and we have vaccination blitz, because when our staff is well taken care of, they're best equipped to take good care of our clients.
Supporting the message to end the stigma surrounding mental illness was MG Jamaica.
Well, I personally believe that it was important for MG Jamaica to be here to stand for the cause that Bellevue is standing for as well. As an advocate for mental health, I see it very important for MG to show up and just stand for something that's very important. You know, mental health is an issue that a lot of people look down on and think that it's very weak to go through mental challenges, but we all go through the same thing. It's very normal. It's what makes us human, you know. So we need to just limit that stigmatism that's attached to mental health.
And in keeping with the theme of healing, the event also highlighted how plants can play a positive role in promoting mental well-being.
Plant is good for mental health because it helps to reduce depression, anxiety, and stress, which is also a leading cause of suicides. That's something that we don't want. But also, it also increases the serotonin, that's the hormone responsible for happiness. It also ensures that persons are physical, and it also helps with calmness in case of trauma. So it makes you feel good about yourself for knowing that you grow something and you can carry it from stage 1 to stage 2. It gives you a bit of self-satisfaction. So it is important for mental health.
Reporting for the news on PBCJ, I am Denita Rodney.
Finding support for mental illness is crucial for recovery, stability, and overall well-being. Support, whether from family, friends, professionals, or community groups, helps individuals feel understood and less isolated. It provides emotional encouragement, practical help, and access to treatment options such as therapy or medication. Let's learn more about this in part 2 of this Jamaica Information Service feature.
Silence, while profound, can be dangerous when the noise internally is overwhelmingly loud. But what difference can talking and seeking help really make?
With a professional, there are a couple of things that you will get. You will get a listening ear, one. You get one that is non-judgmental and doesn't take sides. So it gives you a very objective view on how things are, helps you in terms of problem solving. And it also, we're bound by confidentiality rules and regulations, so your information is definitely secure.
Still, fear factors keep many men from opening up, even with friends.
A friend will say, hey, okay, I know you're going through a lot, but man up, or they may give some good advice. But the challenge is that we as men sometimes find it difficult to share things with other people because we're afraid that it's going to come back to us or we're going to hear it back.
Beyond fear, cultural barriers also discourage men from seeking help.
So men may also not seek help because of the fear of looking or feeling weak, the sense of vulnerability, and also because we grew up in a society that doesn't find where men oftentimes talk about their stressors. So that in and of itself, culturally, historically, we don't share our problems. We are always told to hold it in and to keep it.
But change is possible, and safe spaces can make all the difference.
I'm one that always advocates for safe spaces for men. So what that means is it doesn't necessarily have to be in a therapy setting. It would be good for them to receive that kind of support, but even areas where they could share their thoughts, ideas, limited though it may be, but just to actually get out some of what's going on with other men and have the discussions there, have wives or partners that are very supportive. All right, if you share something, don't just shut them down or emasculate them. just listen and provide the support that you can.
And the support doesn't stop there. Healthy outlets can help men release stress.
Physical activities such as different sporting activities, football, basketball, swimming, tennis, these are ways that men in particular can force out a lot of what's there. They can process these things as well. We don't necessarily talk about journaling amongst the men, but even writing down some key points to say, this is what I'm dealing with. It puts it out on paper, makes it look like it's somebody else, and then allows the man himself to look at it and say, all right, how can I solve this problem if it were somebody else?
Jamaica's culture is known worldwide through its food, music, and language. Janelle Matthews took to the streets to find out which aspects Jamaicans are most proud of.
I never knew, say, this little piece of rock here was so beautiful until when I took the plane and go up in the air. Girl, let me tell you. I am Chanel Matthews and this is Unfiltered. Jamaica is known worldwide for its food, music, and vibrant spirit. Today we ask, what part of Jamaica's culture are you most proud of?
Jamaica culture, you don't know music. Music are the best in Jamaica, and Jamaica now is the best country, as far as I understand, the best country. Because even when the festival and Barry Salmon talk, it's look here, him travel the whole world, the whole complete world, and Jamaica are the best. And if Barry Salmon say that, me say that too.
This is where me born and grow, so I feel love everything about it. Can't go say about an next man country where me don't know about. So this is my country, so I feel appreciate it.
Reggae is the way of the Almighty, and gospel, so I'm proud of reggae. Yeah, reggae is the true message that brings the true message in our life. You understand? Because the Bible said that wisdom cry and she uttered her voice. She cry in the city, of course, about full despise wisdom and understanding. So reggae are the bestest thing I like, Now that's it.
I love Jamaica. We are unique. We are one of a kind. The whole world right now, Jamaica sell off. Everything about Jamaica. Hairstyle, patois is now being taught in certain countries in Africa, right? Everybody wants to be a part of Jamaica. Did you know that people thought that Jamaica was a part of Africa? A lot of Africans thought that Jamaica was a country in Africa. That's how much Jamaica, we're little, but we're really tall. Knowing that this little rock, right, is represented in every continent in the world. We are diverse and we are special.
Well, I just love the fact that we just being our authentic self. We're just our authentic self. It is what it is. We talk, we mind. That is just it. We love the vibes, the party, everything. That's just us. True Jamaican, real Jamaican.
Jamaica is an island in the sun. We plant sugar cane and we make white rum. But some of them are fuss and fight. We want love in a Jamaica.
In a weather report, the Meteorological Service of Jamaica says a broad trough is expected to remain across the region over the next few days. This trough is expected to bring unstable weather conditions across the region, including Jamaica, throughout the weekend. Additionally, a tropical wave is expected to move across the island by this afternoon. This afternoon going into this evening, expect mostly cloudy conditions with widely scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms across sections of most parishes. Tonight, expect lingering showers with the conditions becoming cloudy. Time now for the business report with Denise Williams.
Welcome to today's business report. I'm Denise Williams, here to bring you the stories shaping the financial world and guiding your journey to smarter business decisions. Let's dive into the top headlines. Sterling Asset Management is urging investors to plan carefully as the government of Jamaica's 9.25% bond approaches maturity on October 17, and it represents approximately $75 million in value. Sterling's guidance stresses that investors are unlikely to find returns similar to the maturing 9.25% bond without taking on higher risk or paying a premium that could erode real returns. However, the firm encourages investors who may have purchased the bond through other institutions to begin planning their next steps now. Sterling encourages investors holding the GOJ 9.25% bond to review their financial objectives, assess their risk appetite, and consider professional guidance to ensure that proceeds from the maturity are allocated in a manner that balances safety and opportunity. In a shifting economic landscape, proactive and informed choices are more important than ever. Jamaica's unemployment rate fell to 3.3% in the third quarter of this year, according to Stating, the Statistical Institute of Jamaica. This from 3.6% in the corresponding period last year. Labor force participation climbed to 69.1%, with 75% for males and 63.4% for females. The employed labor force now stands at 1.44 million people, made up of 775,600 men and 665,500 women, representing a growth of 3.4% for men and 1% for women. For the trading period ending October 9, 2025, these were the most actively traded stocks. Media conglomerate Radio Jamaica Limited, with 2,044 units traded, representing 13.98% of market sales volume. Toll road operator Trans Jamaica Highway Limited, Jamaican dollar shares, with 1,789,347 units traded, representing 12.5% of market sales volume. Investment house Sagicor Select Funds Limited, manufacturing and distribution, with 1,490,397 units traded, representing 10.41% of market sales volume. We now shift our focus to the Forex market rate set by the Bank of Jamaica. On October 9, 2025, the Bank of Jamaica reported US $55.46 million purchased and US $48.37 million sold by Forex traders. Forex traders earned $1.70 per dollar, selling the US at $161.54 and buying the US at $159.84. The Canadian dollar netted Forex traders 84 cents per transaction, with selling at $116.10 and buying at $115.26. The British pound yielded Forex traders $3.87 in profits, with selling at $216.54 and buying at $212.67. For our credit report tip of the day, don't wait for momentum, build it. If your business feels stuck, take decisive action by strengthening one of your most overlooked growth tools, your credit. Pull your reports, study your numbers, and start positioning your business for capital access. Every point gained on your credit score is buying power, negotiating power, and expansion power. Entrepreneurs who move on their credit don't stay stagnant. They create cash flow, attract investors, and scale with confidence. When you're building something from nothing and you're moving from financial recovery to financial resilience and beyond, get up and take control of your next chapter. When emotional flooding hits, when your mind races, your heart pounds, and everything feels urgent, it's not the time to retreat. It's the time to move with strategy. Reset your breathing. Write down what's real versus what is fear. Tackle one financial task that puts you back in control. Call your advisor, review your budget, or set a savings alert. Action interrupts overwhelm. For women over 45 rebuilding careers, managing family demands, or restarting financially, strength starts with one motion, one deliberate, confident decision at a time. And that wraps up today's business report. I'm Denise Williams, reminding you that every financial decision is a step toward your future. Until next time, stay focused, stay informed, and keep striving for success. See you soon.
In regional news, Guyana has now joined several Caribbean countries in strengthening its response to new and emerging drug threats with the official launch of its National Early Warning System. The multi-agency system, developed in line with international best practices and guidelines, is designed to detect, assess, and respond swiftly to new psychoactive substances and other emerging drug threats.
When a new drug or when a new dangerous substance emerges, whether it's on the streets, whether it's in a lab report or in a hospital, the early warning system will ensure that that data is captured, verified, and translated into actionable intelligence for all relevant stakeholders. This is not just about a technical development. It is a national safeguard, and one that will save lives because, again, the Ministry of Health has an important role to play. It will strengthen enforcement because the Guyana Police Force, KANU, the Guyana Revenue Authority are all tasked, among other agencies, in protecting our communities, our internal security, as well as external, our borders.
The drug problem in our region continues to evolve. And while traditional drugs continue to be trafficked and consumed, cocaine, marijuana, that is still happening, that's not going away. The drug market in our region is today defined by the emergence of new psychoactive substances and synthetic drugs. Opioids, such as fentanyl, have resulted in dire consequences for several of our OAS member states, particularly those in North America. These substances are often mixed with drugs such as cocaine and cannabis and other substances to increase their toxicity and their health risks, often without the user being aware of what they are actually consuming.
As CMO, I'm deeply aware of the challenges associated with drug use and abuse, and it extends far beyond law enforcement. There are public health issues, social issues, and developmental issues that touch families, communities, and the nation as a whole. This initiative comes at a time when countries around the world, including those in our region, are facing increasing challenges related to the appearance of new psychoactive substances, changing drug use pattern, and the complex intersection between public health and law enforcement.
Antigua and Barbuda is moving to strengthen its ties with Panama in key areas, including trade, logistics, and climate diplomacy. Both countries are expecting to reap significant economic benefits as the Twin Island state has welcomed a new non-resident ambassador. ABS News' Shanakisha Francis has the details.
Antigua and Barbuda has approved visa-free entry for all classes of Panamanian passports, a move officials say will help strengthen trade, tourism, and food security between both nations.
I gave my permanent secretary instructions to, which the cabinet yesterday endorsed, the extending of visa-free opportunities to all classes of Panamanian passports. It seemingly was an oversight for years because I don't know how we could have had not done this. And so it's among the good news I give you today that Panamanians are now free to enter Antigua and Barbuda without visas. others.
Foreign Affairs Minister E.P. Chet Green says the new arrangement supports ongoing work on a bilateral air services agreement.
This, of course, will allow for ease of movement, our people, ease of movement by our diplomats, our business sector, as we seek to diversify our economy and look at the whole question of food security and even general trading arrangements. What Panama offers is also of great importance.
Prime Minister Gaston Brown adds that improved movement of goods and people will help bring down costs and expand access to essential supplies.
But also equally important is for us to seek to exploit increasing trade between both our countries. Panama has a significant amount of products that are affordable, good quality, affordable products. But evidently we have to strengthen the air and sea links between Panama and Antigua and Barbuda.
Prime Minister Brown says discussions are already underway to establish direct flights between Antigua and Panama, including potential partnerships with Copa Airlines and a regional carrier, Liat Air. The move aims to make travel and trade easier, giving Caribbean consumers access to more affordable products while expanding business linkages between both countries. Shanakisha Francis, ABS News.
In sports, we go trackside with athletics. Jamaican sprint legend Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce has racked up another accolade as she is slated to be crowned this Friday by retired tennis player Serena Williams at the Athlus event in New York City. The Pocket Rocket has officially announced her retirement from athletics after a stellar 18-year career. Athlus is a professional women's-only track and field series founded by Reddit co-founder Alexis Ohanian and showcasing the achievements of top female athletes in a cultural event format. Ohanian, who is Athlus founder and husband of tennis stalwart Serena Williams, revealed the crowning during an interview with CBS Mornings, where Fraser-Pryce was also present. He said they would be honoring Fraser-Pryce at the track event, quote, celebrating a lifetime of speed, excellence, and legacy, end quote. Going further, Ohanian said it's only fitting that an icon like Fraser-Pryce be crowned by another GOAT, greatest of all times, Serena Williams. For her part, Fraser-Pryce cited that she looked forward to doing more off-track after enjoying such a successful career. And that's it for the news on PBCJ. Pleasant viewing.